50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 629. Today is Sunday, February 15th, 2026. And boys, I think the NBA All-Star Game might be back. I mean, I watched it for the first. There was nothing on. I shout out the Daytona 500. Caught my interest for the first couple hours of the day.
Yeah, Jordan won.
Yeah, Michael
Jordan, his team.
He was on the team, but it was actually a Toyota guy, Tyler Reddick. He won. Yeah, shout out him. I think he was like 30 or 35 to 1.
What was his placement? Because I picked Chase Briscoe because he was like right next to Kyle Busch 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know his placement. I gotta.
I think Kyle
there was a 17-man crash, and I think around the end he passed everyone, so it was like a crazy finish. Michael Jordan was like, "I feel like I won the championship."
yeah, he's co-owner. Shout out Jordan.
He wasn't at the fucking All-Star game. He'd rather be down in Florida where the good people are at, rather than California. But boys, good to be with you. How you doing this weekend? And did you watch the All-Star game?
I watched the last one. I watched partial the third game when Kawhi had a historic, I'll be honest, historic performance. Shout out Kawhi Leonard. I think it's the most points in 12-minute period. I understand is an All-Star game, but he had 31 points in 12 minutes. We can't.
He was going crazy.
That was an historic performance. People, I understand it's the All-Star game, but shout out Kawhi Leonard. The man who gets criticized the most for sitting out, being fake injured. I'm not saying he's fake injured, but a lot of people criticize his antics, not playing, no back-to-back stuff like that, and to put up a performance like that in an All-Star game. Shout out Kawhi Leonard, 31 points in 12 minutes, most in the quarter since Klay Thompson when he had 37. So I think the All-Star game is back. Shout out the young Bulls, the Stars. They ended up winning it in the fourth quarter. Devin Booker was live. Anthony Edwards wins the MVP. But are we gonna see this, setup or teams? The World Stripes.
Whatever we need to do to give it juice.
Yeah, if this format stays,
we're back.
I think the All-Star game is back. Absolutely. Now we need to focus on the dunk contest. The three-point contest is pretty good. Rising Stars is always pretty entertaining. The Friday night celebrity games. I'm gonna be honest.
Game. I was busy this weekend, but I caught the.
I'm gonna be honest. They need to do a better job because some of these celebrities should not be on the court.
Like
I feel like. Yeah. Shout out Shams though. But I feel like some celebrities, at least the celebrities that enter the game, have to at least have some boss knowledge or skill. Because there's a ton of former celebrities that played in college, played in high school that were like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz went D2 or D3, maybe even D1, I'm not sure. So there's tons of Common, I think, as well. So there's definitely a lot of celebrities out there who played ball. So I just want to see the celebrity game get a little picked up. We saw the All-Star game get picked up. Now we need more superstars to participate in a dunk contest.
I think it would be Percy Miller at the top, and then you slide in a little J. Cole actually playing a little ball.
Imagine J. Cole. Yeah, exactly. Some of these guys play because we know they're capable. I'm not saying we need to see a competitive game, but there's no reason why we should be seeing people, go 0 for 5 from the field, but shoot multiple air balls,
Right, that's who you would rank 1 and 2, right? As a celebrity, Master
Justin Bieber's pretty good. Justin Bieber's pretty damn good.
Yeah, shout out to Biebs. He won MVP.
He fly for a white guy.
Yeah. So shout out Justin Bieber. There's a lot of celebrities out there that can ball.
Yeah, the weekend I didn't really catch much. The Rising Star did not catch. I caught a little. It was Valentine's Day this weekend. I caught a little trying to sneak the 3-point contest.
We were wrapped up.
And
we were busy.
The dunk contest was a joke. I saw all the dunks. They were so bad.
Jace Richardson almost cracking his skull open, literally scarred me.
Jackson Hayes' dunks were pretty good.
He put up a picture. Jackson Hayes put up a picture on his Instagram of him comparing himself to Jordan.
Chill. Yeah. See yourself out with that.
Yeah. What are we doing?
One quick statement that's kind of has to do with the subject. One of the reasons why the dunk contest is the way it is today.
Don't you dare say it. Don't you dare say it.
You know what I'm going to say because it's the fucking truth. It's the truth.
No.
We seen the great Julius Erving, Dominique, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
I see the year
Vince Carter.
I see Vince Carter.
T-Mac, Jason Richardson, Dwight Howard, Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. Nate Robinson.
Bud Webb.
All these all-stars / superstar type players, right? Who's one an all-time great who never even sniffed or gave the dunk contest a chance?
KD.
His name is LeBron James. It's not even close still. If LeBron James would at least...
I mentioned this too. It's LeBron's fault.
If LeBron would at least gave it a shot, I'm going to say at least 2 or 3 times.
Once.
I'm going to say multiple times because I think LeBron would have, won. He definitely would have won. So I think he would at least try to, repeat. So I'm going to say at least 2 or 3 runs.
How dare you?
It's the fact. It's the fact. Still,
there's no reason that you guys have for what he's done to our game. I'm not gonna allow it stand. And I agree with Rich Paul. If he would have went into a dunk contest, and I agree he would have won, you two especially would have fucking called it rigged.
Huh? How?
Yeah, all these people online would have been like, "Oh, LeBron won. It's rigged."
All the stat padding he's done throughout his career. The one thing
he's
going to be known in Generation X, Y, and Z is the meme.
But one thing I can honestly say, I think LeBron's the greatest player of all time. Some people could make the case for Jordan. I'm not gonna, argue with that. You gotta
carry the game on your back.
And that's what LeBron's done for 23 years.
But he surely didn't for the dunk contest. The one thing that is
one thing I could honestly critique about his NBA career. He was so great. He single-handedly ruined the dunk contest. Because after him, name me a superstar who was considered the face of the NBA who did it.
There's none.
You can't name me one. From 1976 to what? Vince Carter?
We had our little spiels in the early 2000s and stuff, like we were saying.
Eve Dwight Howard.
They were
Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. When was that? 2016? 2017? That's what I mean.
Your point is that you had to go into the slam dunk competition because that was the thing to do. Like, that was it. And now that LeBron didn't make that a point, nobody else cares.
Nobody else cares. If LeBron would have done it, guess what? We would have saw Ant-Man do it his first couple seasons.
You would have called it rigged.
No, I wouldn't. Guess what?
How would I say the rig?
He still got to complete the dunk.
He still got to. You're a conspiracy theorist.
But he would have legitimately won with some sick ass dunk.
He's just talking, Joe. He's just talking.
and I'll give you a name, Joe. You said not Joe. You said name me a guy. Bulletin board. Now he gets hurt a lot, and now he might get hurt, which is why he doesn't do it. But Zion's a great dunker.
Still,
honestly, the greatest dunker. Is Mac McClung. Let's be real about it. I think he's the greatest dunker of all time. That's the greatest dunker of all time.
That's my point, Joe. Why is there no disrespect to McConnell? Because I'm be honest, he is a terrific dunker. Why is there a G League player competing in the NBA contest, dunk contest?
That's a mark on the NBA.
I blame Dwight.
I blame LeBron.
I blame Dwight. As soon as he started jumping over cars, it was unrealistic.
Why is Anthony Edwards not once ever joined the dunk contest? He might have one of the highest.
He's trying to focus on his rings. He's not worried about no fucking dunk contest.
All-Star game MVPs and shit.
Yeah, fuck, you don't need that.
I'm telling you right now. I hate to
think we're
say
getting
it, but it's the honest truth. It's the honest truth. I just wanted to lay it out there. It's All-Star
I'm not
Weekend,
letting that
and
slide.
I think you shelf it. I think we completely do away with it for a couple of years.
Oh, I agree with that.
Build up that want.
And that's a damn shame.
It's a shame.
Yeah, because us growing up, not to age ourselves, but we used to look forward to the dunk contest.
Dunk contest was the best thing.
Yeah.
Now the 3-point contest is more entertaining.
Yeah. Well, the game is back, but yeah, I mean, shout out Dame. This is third time winning it, and he hasn't played all year, and I made fun of him. Joe, remember last episode I said he's not gonna win, and he comes out and fucking wins.
He's the only one in NBA history to not have played a certain amount of games and come off, like you said, off the bench.
He didn't even play one.
He hasn't played a game.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's never happened before.
All he's been doing is just shooting in the lab.
Hey. That's why you should have took him, Dill. He hasn't really been, sprinting. All he's been doing is shooting the rock.
I thought he was at the crib playing casino with Chauncey.
That's probably all he's been. That's probably all he's been doing. Though you're right.
No bullshit. He's been shooting maybe since October, November.
Yeah.
Like firmly. I'm not saying he's jumping. Full sprints. Up and down, step up, catch and shoot. I'm not saying that, but he probably been putting up 200 free throws a day for months.
Easy. Oh, he's doing the same circuit.
Around
the horn.
He's not moving fast. He don't need to move too fast. He's just
real quick, boys. Anthony Edwards, MVP. He was in the press post game, and they asked him about Luka and Jokic and them not playing in the game, and he said no shades towards Luka and Jokic, and they are the two best players in the league, but they really not trying to play in the All-Star game. Thoughts
fact. It's a fact. It's and I'll be honest. And whose fault is that?
How you see it. Call it how you see it.
It's somewhat the NBA and former NBA players and some current players. Because when did the All-Star game kind of fall off? Wasn't that long ago when it was very competitive. We saw it even, what year
once
was
Kobe
it?
left.
Yeah, kind of when Kobe left. So I'm going to say this started less than 10 years ago. When did Jokic come in the league? When did Luka come in the league? Less than 10 years ago. So when they're probably, all-stars, all-time, superstar players, really why are they going to go all out in the All-Star game when all these other superstars don't do the same?
Was that Pops doing the load management thing?
Yeah.
They started it. Yeah, they started it.
Him, Tony Parker.
What was that? Like 2014, like you said, about a decade ago is when we saw a little bit of the decline.
With Kawhi.
Ron was on the
No, Tony. I remember the first game where Greg Popovich really got slack and got, it was kind of controversial. I think it was a 2012 or 2013 game against the Miami Heat, primetime ABC.
And sat the starters.
Sat. They wasn't even in the state. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan. They were already in San Antonio. And it was a primetime game.
To say he was in France.
Real quick though, All-Star Weekend, I think the main story was Adam Silver was getting a lot of slack in two ways. One, All-Star Weekend really kind of being a joke, no one really caring, big time guys not playing, which they kind of did, and then two, tanking is a real issue. We saw the Utah Jazz getting fined. They're not even playing their starters in the last 15 minutes of the game. Let me start with you, E. How do we fix tanking? Do we find them more? Do we make the lottery even harder than already is? Or can we not even has it gone too far where we can't even fix it?
I'll tell you one thing. I think the NBA system, even though there's some, a lot of people out there that think, the balls are rigged. To me, it kind of opposites tanking because you're not guaranteed the number one pick if you have the worst record in the league. We saw it multiple seasons now. The Hawks, the Mavs, who had less than a 1% chance of winning, was a play-in team, ended up getting the number one overall pick. So I feel like the chances is fair. Your percentage of possibly winning the first overall pick does increase with the worse record you have, but you can have the worst record in the league or the 8th worst record in the league, and you're alive for the number one pick. So if it was like the NFL where the worst record gets the number one pick, and that's the order, I would be like the NBA needs to do something about tanking. But purposely tanking in the NBA doesn't guarantee you the first overall pick. Do the NBA have to do something about teams not playing their starters for the second half or the fourth quarter? Absolutely. Do they need to do something about taking? Yes. But what I honestly don't know what could you really do, because nobody's guaranteed the first overall pick with the worst record. That's my thing. Like, what honestly can you do? You could probably take away a pick, like a second round pick, mine them a little more. But in theory, you could have the worst record in the NBA, and you might end up with the 7th overall pick.
Joe, what do you think? How would you handicap teams like that, like the Utah Jazz? Who do you just completely fade them? Do you not even bother? Do you back them in the first half? Because I think coming out of the game, the first quarter, they're competitive, but then when it comes to fourth quarter, they're sitting all their starters. So how would you handicap it from a gambling perspective?
Well, I mean, I thought you were going to ask me what kind of solutions I would have to, stop the tanking, but I don't have any. That's the thing. I don't really have an idea on what you can necessarily do, because, like he said, they kind of have it built in place that you don't tank because you don't know if you're going to be the one that's going to get that pick, the one that you want. But it's going to be hard, like you said, that maybe they're competitive in the first half. Sometimes you don't want to touch a full game, and so maybe you could see yourself taking some points in the early going, but. Yeah, I mean, it would be an obvious fade if you're seeing starters getting sat in the latter part of games. So I think even though it's hard giving away those points, you probably want to, lay them in the second half or in the full game, I'm guessing, against those type of teams like that. But that's the thing. We don't know at any given night who's going to be sitting, who's going to be playing, and who's going to be actually, if they are playing to win, right? So, I think it's just about, maybe breaking it down per half, maybe hoping that they could keep it close for these teams that are quote unquote taking or not tanking, and then seeing if the better teams will pull away late.
And just to add on that real quick, I will honestly look at player props, because we just saw it on the other day, and why I think is one of the reasons why the Utah Jazz got fined. We saw Larry Marketing not play the remainder, I think 17 minutes or something like that of the game. His over-under was at 23.5. He had 17 points, I think, at halftime. So or when he got taken out the game. So I would look at high point totals to some of these better players. If they're not going to play the better half of the second half, look at the under on their point total, especially if it's over 23, 24, 25.5.
Yeah. Sacramento Kings, they've lost 14 in a row. They're just not even trying at this
point.
I
felt like last year, weren't they kind of live with Sabonis and Fox? And then they traded Fox. They
I think they were a play-in team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yo, just to update you, I'm seeing like the live stream real quick. If I just mentioned to you, for some reason it is up. It's just an update for you, D-Rock, and it's just not like having that like post. So it will show that we're live, but no post is up. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because when you go on my Twitter profile, I am live, and then it goes right into it. So you have to click like the profile thing, and I think
that's all. I just wanted to say, because we were trying to find that post that it would make, and it just hasn't been doing it for either of us.
Yeah, so if you go to yours as well, yours is live, and it goes to it. So
yeah, I see it now. We are live,
but I think there's a silver lining here. Looking at the All-Star game, looking at the talent coming in. Maybe if they're going to put some passion into the All-Star games, like you said, maybe we can get some passion into the teams and stop them tanking.
Yeah, so we'll see. But overall, I did think it was a better weekend. They have to fix some problems, though, with the whole tanking. And
I think it was a better All-Star game. I'm not going to say better weekend. Definitely good Sunday. Good Sunday.
The game saved it from being a total disaster. But
shout out W. Adam Silver. Rare W for Adam Silver.
Who was in the final for a 3-point contest? Did Khan make it or no?
It was Damian Lillard and Devin Booker. Booker lost. He choked. Honestly, he choked.
Oh, wow. He missed that's why he said he was live. I think I had Booker in the final. Didn't I take Booker? I think I had Booker to make the final. He was below plus money there. So
a little update on medal count for Olympics. Norway's in first with 26 total medals. Italy's in second with 22, and the United States in third. We're slipping with 17 boys.
Total?
Yeah.
How many gold? Who leads in gold?
I think it's Norway.
Norway with 12.
We're bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll be
we're
real.
bullshitting.
No, I'll be real. It is the Winter Olympics.
So
they should have an advantage. Norway. If there's a country that deserves to lead the medals in the Winter Olympics, I'd be damned if it ain't Norway in the top 3. Come on.
And I mean, they're in their home country. No wonder Italy's right up there.
Yeah, and Italy's second. Yeah, with 22. But we slaughtered the Germans 5-1 in hockey today.
I want gold. That's in hockey. That's it. I want to beat Canada.
We're live. We're live.
Yeah, you all got the 4 nations, but who got the Olympic gold? That's
exactly. It's all setting up to a gold medal game with us in Canada.
That's what it should be.
So we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to give a little quick update on the Olympics. All right, kid, before we get into second half talk with the NBA, quick word from our sponsor, brought to you each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks to just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around the golf with the boys or an elderberry watching college basketball. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. I believe here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, boys, let's get into a little second half. This is a dog day. I always say the dog days of summer, but February is in an interesting spot because, we got the All-Star break doesn't come back till Thursday. Winter Olympics is on for another week and a half. So no NHL, no NBA. We do have college hoops a little later on in the show, but wanted to talk real quick. I know I gave out a future a couple days, or maybe like last week or 2 weeks ago, about the Charlotte Hornets winning the division. I even like them to make the playoffs, not to play in, make the playoffs at -125. Kobe White hasn't even played for them.
As of right now, it's -154. That's one of the mentions I was gonna say.
Wow,
like CT said on the pod a couple weeks ago, for the Super Bowl, it doesn't need to be a -110. If you believe in the bet, -154 is still a great number if you're confident in the bet. If it's I'm not gonna say a guarantee because not just guaranteed, but like you said, Kobe White still haven't played. They're rolling, one of the hottest teams in the league. I think they won 9 of their last 10.
And they only lost to Detroit, who has the best record in the league.
After a brawl. If they didn't brawl,
Stewart,
if they didn't,
he'll pay for his fine.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the brawl, maybe Charlotte wins that game. So Charlotte, you can't deny Charlotte's been one of the hottest teams in the league. They got Kobe White, and they're healthy.
Yeah.
I think they can make a run. That's one of my features still, -154.
Yeah.
Them not to make the play-in, to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that even if they make the play-in and they win, then they're in the playoffs. So yeah, that is very key when betting these things. I got it a little earlier. I think I bet it. What's today? Sunday. I think I bet it on Wednesday or Thursday last week, and I got -125. I have 2 tickets in for Charlotte, for them to win the division and for them to make the playoffs. I am high on them. I agree. I wanted to ask you about the East because there's about 4 or 5 teams that's hovering around to win the East. You got Cleveland right now, +330. They acquired James Harden. They are the favorite, but surprised me because Detroit, I think, is going to get the 1 seed. They're sitting at +350, tied with the Knicks. Boston is also +360. We'll see if Jason Tatum winds up coming back. I don't think he will. We'll see how long of a run they wind up making. But out of those 4 teams, I guess who would be your pick to come out of the East?
I think you got to respect the Cleveland Cavaliers as of right now. I think when it comes playoff time, we can have a different conversation. But over the last 3 seasons, since the acquiring of Donovan Mitchell, we cannot deny, regular season wise, Cleveland Cavaliers has been one of the best teams in the regular season. That hasn't been the case in the postseason, but we seen it time and time again in the regular season. They've been pretty damn good. Now come playoff time, I think James Harden is major, just because I understand James Harden tends to fade away in the playoff times. You don't need James Harden to be traditional James Harden. You just need James Harden to be healthy and to be a really good point guard, which he's a great point guard. You don't need James Harden to give you 25 to 30 a night. You usually need James Harden to give you 12 to 15 and he dropped you 10 times. Donovan Mitchell will lead the way. I think Cleveland Cavaliers deserve to be the favorite to come out the East at plus 330. And I'm be honest, I think it's even worth a ticket at plus 1,300 to win it all. Because, not for nothing, we've seen it since the start of the new year. Yes, I always say, after the Christmas break, after the Christmas game, till All-Star break, that's kind of where the NBA, lacks off a little bit. But we've seen the Thunder start, 23-1, 24-1? Mm-hmm. Now they have 13 losses. So I'm not sure if Thunder could repeat. They are the favorite to take it back, but I'm going to be honest, with the addition of James Harden, if the Cleveland Cavaliers can stay healthy, they deserve to be the favorite, though. I think they got a shot. And real quick, we respect the Detroit Pistons, but the lack of experience in the playoffs, I think that plays a factor. I think your New York Knicks are live, but can they be healthy? Come another playoff run. Yeah, I was pretty healthy
last Cleveland year. That Cleveland was the injured team last year.
Who was always injured? Darius Garland. Bye, no longer there. So maybe that's the problem solved. But my biggest threat, who I think a lot of people should keep their eye out for, is the Boston Celtics.
Oh no!
If Jason Tatum comes back, I think the Celtics might have to be the favorite. They're already pretty damn good. They're the third seed right now, if I believe.
Second
seed right now as it sits, without arguably top 15 player Jason Tatum. Top 10,
top 15, definitely top 10. It's
top 15, top 15. He is all NBA player. Yeah. He is all NBA, right? You bring Jason Tatum back, he don't need to be at 100% for them to win the East. He might have to be 100% to win the title, but to win the East, still, is up for grabs. Give me the Boston Celtics at plus 360 if Jason Tatum is back before the regular season ends.
Big asterisk there. Joe, I want to jump to you and talk about the West, and I think why baseball and basketball are different and why we love football, because everyone thought the Bills were going to win the division, but there's only a few games. There's only a certain amount of games, and there's upsets. And Elvis's team comes back and they win the division, and But in baseball and longer seasons and basketball, the cream always rises to the top, in my opinion. The Dodgers, they could load management, they could just coast into the postseason, and then they could turn it on and win the whole thing. OKC, they kind of are doing the same thing right now. They got some injuries. SGA's hurt, but they do have the best record in the league, 42-14. San Antonio's behind them. I think Nuggets are a very good contender as well. After that, I think it kind of falls off. I think a dark horse is Minnesota at 34-22 at the 6th seed. But is it OKC or the field?
I still feel more comfortable taking the field. You know how hard it is to repeat in sports. Yeah. I look at the team with the highest, the biggest, the longest win streak heading into the All-Star break, and you mentioned in San Antonio. Yeah, I think they're like a sleeping giant there with Victor Wembanyama. I just think, how are you gonna defend him? I think you could go into a Thunder playoff game and you go like, don't foul. If we don't get Shea that line, he might not be as effective. And granted, the rest of his game is freak, but I could shave off another 10 points by not fouling him, and I think that can definitely help out as compared to you're going to have to drive in and Wembanyama is going to block about 10 shots a game. I mean, he can simply get a triple-double with just block shots. It's insane. But Nuggets on the road, I think, are one of the fiercest competitors as well. So you got to look about the road stand there. They're going to face, as compared to the East, like the Knicks, who are kind of like weak on the road, and they got a long stretch coming up. So I'm worried about our Knicks, man. I'll be honest with you. But not so much for those other teams you mentioned. Like, the Nuggets can play well on the road. I mean, heck, the Rockets can make some moves, right? And your boy Bron and the Lakers, with the coaching that they have.
They do got a shot. I'm not even going to lie to you. With Austin Reeves being healthy, they got a shot.
Yeah, Austin Reeves, and see how LeBron is going to react after the All-Star game. Is he going to want it, right? If they don't get past the playoff game, is he going to stay there, right? Are we coming
Yeah.
close to the end of LeBron James? I think that's another question. But if he's in it to win it, I mean, I think they're alive. So you asked me Thunder or the field. If the field is including the East as well, I'm going to take the field.
Any other like teams to make the playoffs or whatnot? Maybe talk about Golden State minus 188. I think they're in.
Just to add on to the question you asked Joey. I'm gonna get
Clippers, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you my Western Conference pick right now. We seen this team beat the OKC Thunder, I think 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 times this season.
Ooh.
Give me the San Antonio Spurs at plus 700 to win the West. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Denver Nuggets as well. We saw it last season. Denver Nuggets did take the OKC Thunder to 7 games. So I think the Thunder, if there's any team that could possibly win a game 7 in an OKC, I'm gonna give the best chances to the Denver Nuggets. But I think San Antonio gives a real, I don't know, is a mismatch, a matchup. But for some reason, the Thunder can't really handle the Spurs well. Spurs play them very well, and I think Victor Wembanyama is the X factor. We saw Steven Cassell the other I think a week ago give you 32, 10 and 10. So this team has multiple guys that could step up any given night and give you 25 plus. De'Aaron Fox could give you 25 a night. Victor Wembanyama could give you 25 a night. Cassell could give you 20 a night. Dylan Harper could.
It's Mitch Robinson, right? He's coach, right?
Yeah.
I
forgot
for the Spurs. I like a head coach that they have.
Yeah. He's a young head coach. So I like the Nuggets. I respect the Nuggets. Give me the Spurs plus 700 to win the West. I think they're live. I think they make the finals. And then my other bets that I honestly like, though, like I said, Hornets to make the playoffs minus 155, 54. Spurs to win the West. Celtics, if Jason Tatum to come back, sprinkle on the finals plus 1,300. Cavs to win the East plus 330. And then my favorite one is my last one. Dill, you might laugh when I say it. All I'm going to say, they're just 2.5 games back. If I tell you the Bucks can just make the 10th seed, you'll hit plus 440. Sounds pretty reasonable, right? Give me the Bucks to make the play-in at plus 440. They're just 2 games away, 2.5 games back from the 10th seed. You saw my boy Cam Thomas come win back-to-back games. They just won in OKC with Thomas giving you 30. Back-to-back 30-point games. Giannis will be back soon.
Will he play, though?
Absolutely. They're going to make the play-in deal at plus 440. Book it. It's not Dill. I'm telling you, look at the standings. Look at the remaining schedule. Look at Cam Thomas. My boy Bobby coming back from suspension soon. Remember, he got
again.
Yeah.
I actually like, speaking of play in, and they're in right now, the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, not for nothing. I saw that too. Yeah,
plus 130. I mean, that's insane to me when this team is sitting at the 5 seed, 32 and 23. They're good at home. No, they're actually better on the road too.
The top 6 that make the playoffs.
Yeah,
and it's the 4 other teams that are in the play-in.
Correct. Yeah, so I think the reason why it's plus money because I think they're banking they're gonna be a top 6 seed. Remember, they got to fall to 7 to 10.
And I think they can. Watch out for
Philly. If Philly kicks up, if some of these other teams kick up, maybe, but realistically,
trust
the Magic for some reason, the Magic hasn't really, they have some injuries.
Say,
they got all this potential. They're just not realizing their potential.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, I just don't. Like I said, I'm not loving the Magic. I like the potential. I like the players on the team,
but Hornets are playing better than them.
Yeah, something's not gelling in Orlando. They're minus 105 or plus 105 to win the division. The Heat is going to come down to them or the Heat, right?
No, Charlotte.
Maybe Charlotte is live as well. But I think it's going to come down to them and the Heat. They're just separated by a half a game. For the remainder of the season, who do you trust more? I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat. I'm gonna go with Coach Spo. You know, the Magic hasn't been gelling. They haven't been playing well. Might have to take a sprinkle on Miami to win the division. Not mad at the Hornets. They are
Hey,
live, but
I'm seeing. My bad. Go.
no, go. I
It was
just wanted to
gonna
say
be
that
on
real quick.
That scoring title. I'm seeing that everybody is favoring Shy, to make it again. But right now, he's not leading the league in points per game. It's Luka Doncic. I think I'll take more value.
He's averaging like 33, I think.
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic could end the season as the scoring leader. So I would put a value pick on him.
Not for none.
Odds for me, I see plus 500 right now for Luka Doncic.
I don't even see that.
Shea is like plus 165.
Scoring
to
title?
end the season as a scoring title. Yeah, scoring leader.
I see rookie. I see most improved. I see six man. I see clutch. I see coach of the year. I don't see fine. I don't see it.
All right. Well, hey, we'll confirm.
Well,
that.
hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Jokic should win MVP. He's the best player in the world.
Bro, 10 assists a game, 30 points a game. It's crazy.
Defensive player of the year, Victor. He's just, I don't know. He's
you get a triple double just off of blocks. You got it.
I'm gonna be honest. The fact that Kay Cunningham is only plus 1,400, like
that's
plus,
disrespectful. He's at the best record in the league.
Yeah, to me, I'm not saying he should be. I think he should be at least no more than plus 500. I'll be honest. The fact that he's at plus 1,400, I think it's worth a sprinkle. We understand Shea's having a great season. OKC has the best record in basketball, but we knew that was going to happen. We didn't think the Pistons was going to win damn near 60 games. We didn't think the Pistons was going to be a number 1 seed. We didn't think Kay Cunningham was going to have a top 10 season.
Not this year.
I think that. Yeah, I think that. So the fact that he's at plus 1,400 is disrespectful.
I like Ant-Man for most clutch at plus 110.
What is that? What does that mean?
NBA clutch player of the year.
They're giving
I hit it. Yeah, I hit it the first year with Jalen Brunson.
Kyle Korver should have 100 of those.
Wow. Coach of the year is Pistons, JP Bickerstaff at minus 150. Yeah, they're having a great season.
If he's minus 150, how the fuck Kay Cunningham is plus 1,400 for MVP?
Those might be the picks for Coach of the Year and MVP, bro.
Like, how is I understand he might not be the favorite, but how the hell your coach is minus 150 for the Coach of the Year, and then the most valuable player is plus 1,400? You got come on now. It should lower it to plus 500. Maybe there's a ton of money on Shea, like preseason. Like future bets, there's probably a ton of money on Shea when he was plus money prior to the season, but there's no reason why Kay Cunningham should only be plus 1,400 or is plus 1,400.
Well, we saw the NFL get Coach of the Year wrong. NBA wouldn't be any different.
Nah, he deserves to be the Coach of the Year. What are you talking about?
We saw it in the Super Bowl. Who outcoached who?
We saw that.
I credit you for saying it.
I keep it real. I'm not delusional.
I think
I know some people who's delusional. I'm not.
Look what
that.
they did last year. Seahawks had a 8-9 record, right? Or did they go 9-8 last year?
They were 9-8. They were 9-8.
Yeah, either 8 or 9. I think
go
8
from
or 9.
That's the thing. From a 3-win team the year before, you know what I'm saying? They were early. Just as you can see, the Pistons may be a little bit early in what they're doing. The Patriots, man, they surpassed all expectations.
No, we won 4 games. If we won 3 games, we would have had the second. Yeah, we would have had
No, Seahawks won the division in 2024 too with Geno Smith. They were 9-7.
No, that was the last year. Oh yeah, they did. 9.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. Rams were 8-8 and Cardinals 6-10 and 49ers were 2-14.
Yeah, that's the year. Brock Purdy got hurt. Yeah.
But anyway,
shout out Geno Smith. Stop playing with him.
Stop playing with him. Then he went to the Raiders. Anything else, E or Joe, for second half bets? I named what I.
That was the one that stood out to me was the scoring title that they're just not really considering Luka at this moment in time.
I'm gonna tell the live listeners one more time.
Oh, man.
Bucks at plus 440. I'm telling you right now.
Playing?
Just to make Joe, do you think the Bucks can have the be the 10th seed?
I can think they make it over the Hawks. I can see
even better. Even better.
I could like this thing is I can see the Bulls making it. I can see the Heat making it. Hornets might be a little bit more than a 9 seed right now. Yeah, I think the odd man out, you can see the Bucks making it over the Hawks.
They just need to make the 10th seed
That's it.
and get knocked down in one game. Plus 440. Put it in.
I love it. All right, boys. Joe, let's get to it. We only have like 10, probably like 10, 15 games for the college slate tomorrow on Monday.
Yeah.
I got 2 plays for you. First one, 6 o'clock on the East Coast. We're going to go up to Boston, Mass.
Little Colgate action.
Yep, Colgate taking on Boston. Colgate's laying 1.5. I'll take them on the money line, minus 115. 16-11 going up to Boston. Think they have a better 3-point shooting contest. They hit their free throws as well, and I just don't think Boston. They're a 500 team in the Patriot League, so I'm going to take Colgate. They're a much better team. Give me Colgate.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Colgate.
I was just going to say, Joe, didn't you apply to Colgate?
I got accepted, baby. Let's talk about
Stop playing. GPA was on point.
Good school over there. Yeah, let's lay to 1.5. Boston University, hockey school. Don't get me wrong. I think the place is going to be rowdy over there. Case Gym, but maybe a little, not enough for the team from New York, Colgate.
Real quick,
Raiders.
Joe, for you applied there, do you know what town in New York Colgate is in?
Oh, that was years ago. I remembered it. I had all these like down packed. It is up there.
Yes, it's upstate.
It is upstate, man. Beautiful. Schenectady. No, it's not.
Hamilton, New York.
Hamilton.
Yes. So real quick, I'm gonna do Hamilton, Oak. It is a 3 hour and 37 minutes. It's right by Utica and Syracuse. It's 3 hours and 37 minutes away from good old Bergen County.
Hey, the university is beautiful. The campus.
Oh, I imagine all upstate is beautiful in my eyes. By the way, Duke is playing. They're playing Syracuse. I just mentioned it, but they're laying 19.5. They should be double-digit favorites, but I'd probably be inclined to take the points. If anything, I'd take.
Syracuse is competitive, no?
Yes, historically they have been competitive, and if you want to wait, Duke's gonna have money come in on them. Maybe you get 20.5. I don't know. I know Cameron Boozer's.
Well, look at this.
Yeah,
they played a tough Kansas squad. They tough. Houston's really good, but then they rattle off 4 straight. So I mean, they're playing well right now. I think you got to take the points for Syracuse.
And then last game is the best game on the slate. You got a top 5 showdown in Ames, Iowa, for Iowa State Cyclones taking on Houston Cougars. That's Elvis's team. I don't know how many fucking March Madnesses we've done in this show. He always picks Houston to win it. I think
Houston's a wagon, bro.
No, I picked them every year or twice. In the year I don't pick them, they make the Final Four.
Yeah. And then they win?
Yeah. No, they lost.
No, they lost. I'm going to take the Cyclones here. It was a big win against Kansas on Saturday. Now coming home, I know a lot of people think it's a letdown spot, but I just really don't trust Houston. I'm big on the Cyclones this year. I think they have enough to win the whole thing. So I'm going to take the Cyclones. I'll lay the 1.5 here at home. Joe, what do you got?
I'm going to take Houston on the money line.
Yeah. You don't like it. I knew it.
Fade.
Yeah, no,
Somebody just gave out a lock. That's all
Iowa State, don't get me wrong, they're playing way over their heads right now. Talented group, but Houston might be calm over there. And yeah, I'll take them on the money line. Give me Houston Cougars.
Boys, we only got a few more weeks till Selection Sunday. We got Conference Championship coming up. And to be honest, I was looking at the teams. I only think realistically, yes, St. Peter's is cool, but when it's only cool Cinderella, in my opinion, when you win the first weekend. After that, I don't need it.
I want the wagons.
I want the wagons to play. And I think everyone wants that because ratings show. Because when St. Peter's got to the Elite Eight and lost by 30, you saw the ratings were down.
It's yeah.
I think there are 8 teams, Joe and Elvis, that I think could really win it. I think Arizona, Michigan, Duke, Iowa State, UConn,
waiting for you to
Florida.
Who else?
Houston.
Who else?
Houston. I'm gonna say it for you.
No, not Houston.
I think Houston could win. I'm very hesitant to say Houston. And then one more I think could win it, depending if the best player in the fucking country winds up playing. Kansas can. And then my dark horse has to be Michigan State with Tom Izzo.
Of course.
I thought you got to put the respect on some Tar Heels. I think
Give me
Tar Heels,
Nebraska.
Tar Heels, I understand it might be like a 4 for 5 seed, but they made a run last year.
They did.
Some of those guys are back. I think the Tar Heels are live for a Final Four. Final Four Tar Heels.
Joe, what do you think? About 8-9 teams do you think realistically could win it?
I mean, I think you could say they're the powerhouses, right? Like,
and the reason I put Florida because they're at 14 is because they just won it. They're getting better and better too. That's the only reason. But sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, man, I remember like Texas Tech was like a dark horse. Are they?
Yeah,
good
but I just don't think they have enough to win. They had a great win against Arizona over the weekend, but I just don't think they could
How
win
about
it.
those Johnnies?
St. John's. With Patino, they always have a chance, but
You know who else has a chance, and they're always in the mix of things. Maybe Virginia could.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Maybe Virginia could finally make that run. I'm not sure if this year's the year, but hey, I'll give the Cavaliers. Cavaliers, right?
Ohio is undefeated.
It's the best story in college basketball, and if you're not following it, Miami of Ohio, the Redhawks, 25-0, the only undefeated team. Now, do I think they're gonna win it? No, but they could make the Elite Eight.
They'll make a run.
Sweet 16.
Another team you sleep on, and they're not ranked. You don't see, but coming out of the West Coast Conference, is Gonzaga, of course.
You know,
not Gonzaga's ranked.
Yeah, Gonzaga's ranked. They're good.
Not missing. Oh, they're 12. Wow.
Yeah, you know who's 12. Pretty good? St. Mary's is always good in the Mountain West. Santa Clara is really good this year. I think they're like.
And not for none. UCLA always makes a run somehow. UCLA want to be. UNLV. They come. I wouldn't be surprised if UCLA makes another Sweet 16.
That's a blue blood program. UCLA.
Yeah.
Blue blood.
You know who's a blue blood? Villanova, baby. They're good too with Kevin Willard. They got the boys playing. I think they can make a run as well.
Hey, and respect BYU too. They're another like a feel good story. I feel like
they're good, but they don't have enough to win. You've
seen it when they've had those big games.
Yeah, they started off. Watch out, my boy John Calipari in Arkansas, the Razorbacks.
We got to see how the bracket seating is going to be, because then I like to get a Final Four with you boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to fill out a bracket. But all right, boys, that's going to do it. Hey, no work tomorrow. Happy President's Day. Enjoy the day off, Joe. I know you don't got it off, but
I'm working. I got one other play too. I might lay the points with Bethune-Cookman going on the road against Jackson State.
I love it. A little extra for you. Enjoy President's Day, boys. Enjoy the day off. We'll be back on Wednesday. Good luck with all your bets, and we'll see you guys down the road.
Oh, wait, real quick. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all the I forgot, Lunar Year?
Lunar Year.
So, Happy New Year's.
New Year, baby.
To all my Asians down in Flushing, Queens. Shout out y'all.
Yeah, shout out to